make money. So definitely, if you know what you're doing, even though with a $1,000, it might just take some little time, not much time, just a little time. $1,000 can give you $100,000. I believe $1,000 can give you $100,000 in 6 months if you really know what you're doing in this market. I get it. Without saying that, let's jump into the chart. This is mine. I start from my DSY, which is dollar index, the dollar which represents the US dollar and how the dollar is behaving. So we're approaching a very important area for me, which this was a previous higher high we had. I get it. And we have when we came here, we broke, when we got to this resistance, we broke it, we tested perfectly well and had this push. And as I'm talking to you right now, we came back again and we tried to push up again, but definitely we found resistance on the weekly and we're pushing down again. And I would say that it is not over yet for the dollar, but at the same time, some stocks, some in this index, some commodities like gold, silver, platinum, and the rest of them, and some forex pairs like Euro USD, GBPUSD, USNZD USD, and some, just call it synthetic, all of them, they are all the dollar, they are all reliant on dollar. Whatever I've been saying right now, I'm not impressed with whatever the dollar did on this retracement. Are you getting it? We didn't even get up to 0.5 or 0.618 yet, but what I know in trading is that don't give it up yet, because even though we just did a minor retracement to the downside, definitely we might be, just coming to form a double bottom on a dollar to take this market back, bringing gold back down to 1,800 or 1,700 area before, coming back to, find some kind of support or something that will shift us back. I get, but generally what I do, I don't look at this, I don't care whatever happens. I just flow the market, and that flow the market and flowing the market has always gotten me where I am right now. So definitely what I'm saying here is not to clear to me, because we've not actually gotten to where I want to get to. But I'm about to flow the market, because if we invalidate these, what's it called, previous, according to market structure, what I know best is that it will break down, taking, coming back to areas like this. I get into what I usually do was that what I usually do is that I just flow the market. I don't try to look at my back to see whatever is happening, or try to, draw a structure and just suggest that we might retrace there. Since I don't do that, I will just, just flow the market and flow whatever is happening here. Because if I show you a lot of things in the chart, you guys will be surprised, like, oh, why do this man flow the market and how has it been working for him? I just flow structures, find shifts, enter, find, shift as resistance, enter a sell, find shift as support, enter a buy. That's never failed me, especially when I'm trending the hourly. That's never failed me, because I do tend to sometimes draw out my resistance and my support levels and my area of value. My area of value is wherever my previous resistance now turn support, support, and we are approaching that area again. Definitely expect a reaction. If you are trading from this area, you should be careful. Definitely, you should not be selling when you're getting to this area. You might get burned, because there are some orders here waiting. And without further say or do, let's start diving down. When we're diving down, you start seeing levels and structures being held or broken. So the last tip we had on the dollar is that this market actually has an area of value here from the B, from this other side where I showed you before, because this is a previous higher high area that broke, resistance that broke and give us support. So I don't joke with areas like this. I guess I don't joke with areas like this. I try to see what is happening, and I just don't try to look at the upside. I guess why I don't look at the upside is because I really just try to trade from my areas of value on the daily. That's why you see that sometimes I swing. Sometimes my swing trade sometimes takes a lot of time. And I try to look at the correlation between the dollar pairs and how the other pairs are doing. And definitely we're on the daily right now. You can see that it's corresponding with gold is corresponding with Euro USD. So I'm going to take off everything I have on Euro USD and just start over again. Like I told you, I flow the market because the market tends to change every week. So if you're not flowing the market, you make a lot of mistakes. Are you getting? So whatever I'm saying on the weekly from the USD perspective, I'm going to transfer it when I finish doing my dollar top down and multi-time frame analysis. So I'm on the daily right now. I've gotten my areas of value on the weekly. So definitely I'm trading since this is a push we had. So definitely we are still trading inside this push we had, because on the dollar, this was a previous support, this is a previous support, and if the support holds, definitely unchanged character, every other Euro, USD, every other Forex, as in every other pair that is pegged to the dollar will definitely go down. So I'm going to watch, I'm not going to start trading for now. I'm just going to watch my areas and my shifts. And I do something, pure market structure, because if you try to follow the market, especially respecting your strategy, my strategy is that I don't drop more than 4 hours to farm my structures, because my 4 hourly structures to my monthly structures, they hardly fail. But for my 1 hourly structure, they tend to shift sometimes because of whatever values you are having here. So you don't want to talk too much, and for this video not be too long. Whatever I'm going to do right now is that definitely we have been flowing from the downside, shifting. Go and watch my November videos. You see what I did here, because I was waiting for this particular shift. I don't care, even though it's just by a small shift. I've shifted. You are not supposed to break this. I've shifted. Somebody asked me that, how do I know we have shifted? It would definitely give you a sign. Are you getting it? So just drop down, even though it's not clear to you, just drop down and find your shifts. Are you getting it? So first of all, we had a break of structure to the upside forming on a higher high. Are you getting it? So I call this a break of structure to the upside after breaking the structure. Are you getting it? So broke the structure. So definitely this is my last area of value. Are you getting it? So this is my last higher low. So I tend to look at things like this, but overall, I tend to trade from my entire wave like this to the downside. So the moment I start seeing when things start shifting to the downside, I get curious, because definitely this was a previous high we had, I getting it, and this was the higher low formation. So I just tend to okay, we dropped. We are supposed to continue this high. Since we didn't continue, I got concerned, like this might turn to an area of supply area. So I was waiting for a shift to the downside. Immediately I got this shift to the downside, I was waiting for this area of value to hold. So if you watch my November video, I gave an entry from here all the way down here, because definitely once we start shifting to the downside, we've shifted already. And definitely once we break my major area of value, I start doing what? I start selling. I guess in this way I start selling from majorly. When I start selling, if you know how market structure works, definitely you will not lose money. You will not lose money, because if you're selling from areas of value or buying from your major support area of value area and your major demand area, you will never lose money. So definitely right now we left this particular what's it called, consolidations, or whether I like it or not, even though the market is trending up, it's still consolidation to me until we get to an area of value, break it and start a fresh consolidation. So we're trading right now. We are out of this wood. We are in this wood right now. I get me. So since we are in that wood, definitely, remember I tell you that once our major area of value is broken, we have shifted to the downside, because we shifted and we tested our major area of value. This is just only once we retested. So you can't just tell me that Euro USD will just go like 3,000 pips from here. It might not be possible. I'm not saying, but I would transfer it to Euro USD so that you can see things I say sometimes. I usually say that these areas definitely get up to like 2 or 3 touches before shifting to the downside or continue the trend if this trend has failed. But the dollar is still king, and this is just what's it called, a daily structure that we're trying to trade from right now. But definitely I don't tend to look at the back, but I'm looking at the back because of this former higher high we had here. So that's the only reason I'm looking at the back. Okay, for me to continue from where we are right now, this might be a major support for me, because we have 2 touches already, waiting for this place to break. So I will continue. So I'm not even supposed to buy in until we get above here, which is like $2,000 on the what's it called, on gold. and 1.1000 on UUSD, and 1.250, 250, I think, on Gbpusd. And the reason why, what's it called, NZD and AUD are consolidating. I don't know what's happening there. You want to do your research on those two pairs, why they are still consolidating, because probably they are afraid of whatever might happen in this area before they start, buying again on those pairs. So for me, I have these major areas of value, so I'm not playing with it. Probably just want to drop and take us back up. I guess we should bring a lot of pairs down. I guess then before we can come and break. So I just try to do some dubious speculation sometimes. But without further ado, since we know we have an major area of value here on the dollar, let's transfer that into our gold analysis. So as you can see, gold on the daily. Let me go to the weekly and see. As you can see, gold on the weekly, I guess in the last higher high we had was this. And we came back and we tried to see, you can't just decide. That's I keep saying this. There are time frames tend to hold and they don't lie too much. But you can't just decide. Someone said that this was a double top and we broke structure to the downside because this was the last structure. But why are we approaching this double top again if we actually broke structure to the downside and found, what's it called? Supplies here. And why are we breaking that particular supply again? Is it just to take what's it called? Um, is it just to take what's it called, more liquidities from here and just drop us down? We don't know. So since we don't know and it's a weekly, trust me, I don't do that. I just tend to flow with the market. That's why I just flow with the market because I can't wait for months to decide this. I just tend to flow with the market. And on the weekly right now, we're having a candlestick pattern here. And that candlestick pattern is, what's it called? Is shooting, a hanging man, or whatever you call it. I don't know. Well, I will not use that to judge. I will drop to my lower time frames to find out whatever is happening and deleting everything I have in my chart. And I came to, oh, okay, before I would do that, let me go to the weekly and try to see where the market closed. Let me try to see where the market closed on the weekly and put something there. So on the weekly, this was the last close we had. So I'm just going to put, probably I'll remove this next week again. Definitely, it depends on what the market does. Market does not fail. You're the one failing because you don't flow with the sharp. Are you getting it? Because if this was actually a supply that most position traders have said, okay, we are going down because this was a change of character, why are we breaking back up? Are you getting it? So flow the market and just leave sentiment and emotions aside. So this was the last, what was it called, close we had on the weekly. So I'm just going to put that weekly. I'm not going to take any indicators. I flow the market. I just use them as bias sometimes to see whatever is happening if we're actually oversold on gold or we are oversold on stochastics, oversold, and my what's it called? MAD is still in a bullish territory. We are known by my to me my RSI is still in a bullish territory because once we cross 50, I'm bullish. You guys mean once we cross 50, I'm bullish until come below 50 before I could become bearish. So I have a lot of bias I use and just try to flow the market. And whenever I see things like this in the market, to me, is a shift because if you're really going down from here, don't break here for me again. Just start shifting, probably just start doing this, come back here, find supply, just start shifting to the downside like we had on gold that we shifted. Are you getting it? Shifted to the downside. So once I get that, this is gold, where I gold right now. So I'm just gonna do undo, and just flow the market because whatever is happening here, this is a shift to the upside for me. So I believe I'm still, trending to the upside. So since that is my bias, I'll drop down to the daily and find out whatever is happening. If I have structures that is forming on the daily right now, you can see that the market has been consolidating for quite a while right now. So buyers and sellers are, finding how to trade it. Well, I can even trade consolidations because market trend inside consolidation. And the last high we had, I will not look at the back. My last resistance, I've drawn it already. So definitely my approach to $2,040 area. So whatever I'm doing right now is that broken structure again. Broken structure again. Did we break any major structure on the downside? No, we actually had an important area of value that actually held, and this was it. This was it on the daily, because to me, I love areas of value much. This was support that broke and turned resistance. Are you getting it? We came, we tried, they tried bringing it down, we broke up again. I actually traded this. That I will show you, but I just want to make this video very, because we'll have Euro, USD, GPUSD, Nasdaq, Bitcoin to still analyze. So actually traded that. I keep telling everybody, flow the market and don't just assume that we will drop from here. Just follow the market. Once you are not seeing it, go to your lower time frame. What I mean by that, look at this. If you actually think you will just drop bias and bring emotions into the market, sometimes it will fail you. It will fail you. It might fail you. Are you getting it? So hold on, let me pause this here. Definitely love, hooks up. So when we go to this area on my 4-hourly time frame, I drop down to my 4-hourly time frame for some reason, because I know we'll have our last major higher low on the daily here. So definitely when we go here and found resistance, we went to the upside. I was not trading. I came here, I saw a double bottom, but I couldn't confirm it yet because I need to break above this changing character to the upside from it. So when we broke above it, I was 100% sure that, okay, we now have a double bottom, because we've broken the structure to the upside. So I was waiting for a retest on that double bottom, and it came with a massive, sell down, and people were like, man, don't enter this market, or it will fail and break. This was my lower high. Since we are not breaking it, I need to start buying. And how do I now start buying from there? Trust me, I know what to do in those kind of cases. I drop down to my lower time frames, by my 1-hourly or my 4-hourly, 15 minutes time frame, to start finding shifts. And what do? I drop down to 15 minutes time frame and start finding shift or structure on those areas. And what did I find? Look at, so when this market was dropping massively down that particular day, I was not selling, because I know that it should not corrupt my buyers. And what did I find? Look at, even on the 15 minutes time frame, I found a double bottom that actually broke to the upside, changed character. So I was waiting for, I took an entry from 575, because I did a retracement level kind of, last result, and I don't want to miss the trade. So I did a Fibonacci retracement level and said that, okay, if this is going to happen, are you getting it? If this is going to happen, what will definitely happen? So I did a retracement level from here to here, and I concluded I will buy from 520, 575, I guess in here, or 520, which I caught probably well, and we made a lot. We swing this trade all to 780 and 925. I think 825 and 900, and we made a lot of money. We took profit from 916 actually, and wow, that was one of the best trades we have ever had. And since then, we have been in this market. But now look, don't get carried away spending your time on the lower time frames. Do you know why I said that? You will definitely make mistakes and errors because you are trading lower time frame structures, because you are scalping. Go back to the 4-hourly time frame and find out whatever is happening on the 4-hourly time frame structures. And whatever I can find, I will tell you. I don't joke with my 4-hourly time frame. So my 4-hourly time frame, after, look at, after doing this, I'll take this off now. It's no longer relevant. So after shifting that, I found an area of value, which I took trades from again. So after falling from this area of value, this was my last, look at, this was my last low that we fell down from and found resistance. So I tend to do something every now and then, consider that as an area of value, then shift it. Are you getting it? Shift it until probably I find more touches and I try to adjust those touches. So this was my last low. This was my last low. So I adjusted till I found all the touches I could find, touching everywhere. So since I got this as an area of value, not this top. So since I got that as an area of value, look at what I did. I said, okay, here, this is an area of value, and we shifted again this market to the upside. So I'm going to do a few retracement level from here and see wherever we, since we've broken structure to the upside, shifted to the upside, said I'm going to shift here and find 0.5. So I caught this trade again exactly. Ask my student, they will tell you. I didn't make use of the area of value. I was waiting for either 386 to hold, 0.5 or 0.6 to hold. So I was buying from here and I caught this and took another, how many pips again? About 200 pips again after taking these 780 pips. So this took me 1 week, this took me another week. And right now, people are saying that, oh, we are having a double top again here. You can call it a double top, but my overall bias is that we are shifted this market on the higher time frame to the upside. And once we have a double triple bottom on any structure, it will come and break the structure. So I will just call this that whatever we're doing, we are still trading internally inside this shift to the downside. And we found support. And this is just a retracement for me. To me, this is just a retracement because if you go to your higher time frame, you see it clearly on your higher time frame that this is actually a retracement on the daily. Are you getting it? This was market was trending to the upside, and you found this was our last higher low. Are you getting it? And we got there and we held. So these are just internally in this particular. Are you getting it? So since we're reversing to the upside, even breaking structures on the 4-hourly chart, since it's not clear on it, we are still trading in between this range. So definitely we have to create on that higher high again, continue to the upside. So if I have that, why am I scared about whatever is happening on my lower time frame structures when I know that if I should take off this area of value, like I told you, let it load. I should take out this area of value right now so that it not corrupt my flow of the market bias. I will say that okay, this was my last higher low on the 4-hourly time frame, 4-hourly time frame higher low, and definitely we are doing some internal shifts. So this was my last higher high. So I'll draw a. Oh, this is taking too long. So I'll draw a resistance level there and say that definitely we are still flowing in between this structure to the upside. So because this is a major one, and we are still flowing in between this structure. So and since this is a higher low for me, and it's not be confirmed this is a higher low already, because we are supposed to make a higher high to confirm that this is a higher low. So but I will still take this as my last low. Are you getting it? Or I'll name it a weak low or something like that. A weak low or something. Maybe I should just name it a weak low or something. Are you getting that might get broken? So whatever I'm going to do right now is that I'll flow the market, and I saw something on the lower time frame which got me concerned. Now let me show you on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame, probably on the 30 minutes, on the 15 minutes, you'll see something. On 15 minutes, it's clearer. On that previous resistance at the backside, you're saying on the Farley structure, which was this. Again, we'll go here, we'll find resistance, we came down. Then we'll come here again now. Look at what we're finding again. We're finding something again. A shift to the downside. So right now on my higher time frame, we've got a double top that this was the last structures right now. So I'll put something there. Look at what I'm telling you on gold. So whatever I'm looking at is that definitely if this is going to be a double top, are you getting it? If this is going to be a double top, like I told you guys, if this is going to be a double top, that will shift my market to the downside. Like I even trend on lower time frame. Definitely come and break. It didn't break. So it broke this. Then definitely we need to come and retest. And when we retested, it gave us a bearish engulfing in the 15 minutes. And that's why I'm breaking more structures to the downside, come back, breaking more structures to the downside. So definitely I might flow on the 15 minutes time frame. So the only way that thing that can take us up right now is that if I can take all these things off for us to go back up, I might not enter a sell already. I'm not entering a sell until I probably this market might just continue flowing down. I'll never look at my back because all this might just turn to liquidity tomorrow again. So I'll put something here and call it liquidity. I guess it might turn to liquidity. I will not look at them, but I'll just flow the market until something happens. And what's the thing I'm looking at? I guess because I'm not going to look at much. I'll just flow the market until I find a shift, probably on a 1 hour shift. No, we are still coming. Probably we'll take all this out. I guess in it. Then probably look at, remember what I told you on gold, don't get carried away. Where did we shift on the lower time frame? This is what we shifted. So definitely we might be coming to this 5 years, 780, 780 area after taking out these liquidities. You get it. Then the moment we start finding a shift to the upside, I'll get curious and start buying because we are still flowing to the downside right now. So once we get here, find a double bottom again, break to the upside, shift character to the upside, and come to these demand areas and find, then I will enter the market to start shifting back to the upside. But remember, we have another obstacle and a minor obstacle at the upside, which is this one. Again, so the moment we are shifting and breaking this one, testing and breaking this one, then you can start entering again because this might be a range that is happening right now. So we have a range, we have a range on USD right now in between this area right now. I guess so. You might internally just trading this zone. Well, definitely you're not supposed to be buying either from here or from here, or you just wait for a break and retest again to the upside and enter from here to the upside. So I'm giving you scenarios on, that's why some people ask me that, okay, drop your major buy or sell areas. Use your brain. What am I doing here? Am I playing? No. I'm telling you how these markets actually work. So use your brain and enter this market without, making mistakes. You are either supposed to be buying from here or here, putting your stop loss under here. It depends on where the market shifted on your 30 minutes or 15 minutes or 1 hour. Then conservatively, you are supposed to even wait for another break up to the upside. It? Then a retest on that and continue this market. We are supposed to wait a break to continue this market as a stand on the higher time frame. Because if this was a retracement, definitely we are looking for that major impulse. Again, this is equivalent to what? Let me take all these things off. Go to probably daily. If truly it is a break of structure to the upside as we've done on gold, not done on Eurusd and Eurusd, definitely where did we reverse from? We're not even supposed to reverse from here. I don't know, from 0.30, but some markets does like that. So if you're reversing from here 0.30 because we found support there, no problem. So if that's the case, we are going in a fib trend extension level to 0.786. If you're going 0.786, my 0.786 or my 0.618 take profit. If I'm swinging this for months, I guess it's definitely my first take profit will be here. 0.618, which is at 1.1473. From here we are right now, that's under about 600 to 630 pips or more. From where we are right now. So if that is good, we're going to flow like that to the upside. We might get here. Which currently sits at a major area of value that will broadcast from. So the value might not hold until your trade fails. That's when you leave the market. Until your 4-hourly trade structure fails, that's when you leave the market. If not, you get carried away. So this EURUSD for you, I'm still in buys on EURUSD. My bias is still buy until my 4-hourly shifts to the downside. And the only way I can start selling again is by breaking this major area of value for me. I don't sell around those areas so that I will not counter trade. But definitely, since I'm a professional, I know how this market works. I will definitely sell if I see anything, because actually what happened here right now is a sell. 20, 30, 50 pips with a one lot is $500. It's not small man. So whatever happened here right now is a sell. So if I have gotten this, I might have sold this market back to these areas of where broke this particular structure. So if I'm to sell this, I might take all these whole areas as my demand zones. I get it as my demand zone. So if it breaks, you know that my stop loss will be under here. I get it. So this market might just come to this demand that broke this particular higher high, these areas, are you getting it, and start flowing back up. So there are main things. You just flow the market. You're flowing the market, neglecting some of your short patterns or what you might have learned, strategies you might have learned, or trying to use indicators. You might as well cash whatever is happening in this market when you're flowing in this market. So this is what I'm looking out for right now. Probably using 1 hour to trend this. Are you getting it? So this is what I'm looking out for right now. If it breaks, no problem. I still have my major. I getting it? I still have my major. So try to use stop losses so it will help you trade, especially when you don't have capital. So since this is my major and this is my major, I getting it? I will just flow with the market, with whatever I see. So this is my USD analysis. Now let me go to GPUSD analysis. Now you'll be shocked, whatever you're saying here. I getting it? You'll be shocked. I will have to start from daily and delete all this. I don't want you guys to see whatever I did there. So start from the weekly and tell me whatever is going on. I get it. Actually, I gave a trade on GPUSD. GP and UUSD have been very, very sweet. I will not allow the rest space. I will also talk to you about Nasdaq also. I will not allow more than that. And close this training section. I say training section, analysis session for this week for the day, because sometimes I talk too much, and because you are a new trader, you tend to get bored. Well, because I love this market so much and this is my passion, I try to, trend and trend and trend and talk and talk and talk. My GPUS is not loading. That means you want me to stop here today. It wants me to stop here. You can see whatever is happening on NZD. I am still bullish on NZD until this trend line breaks, until this area of value breaks, because not even a trend line. This was a low, higher low, still doing higher low, and resistance, resistance, resistance. So I'll call this an ascending triangle also, or a parabola. I guess so. There are many things I use in analyzing this market, or a head and shoulders pattern. Now, if it breaks, retest, I'll find my entry and start going. Except you're in the market from here or here already, so you are still safe. I guess so. Definitely, these are things I look out for. Then AUD USD, we broke out from this important. Let me take this off. We broke out from this falling, descending channel, or anything you can call it. You can call it a wedge. So we broke out already and we're consolidating. So definitely we break, test and go. That's on that one. Then I have NZD, I have USD, JPY. You see the way I've, taking this market. How will I make mistakes when this market has actually been shifting for me? Because this market actually was on the downtrend. We came here, we failed to break. I broke to the upside, changed character to the upside, even broke my major higher low on the upside. So definitely, whatever is happening right now, that here has turned to my major support zone, which corresponds with my trend line to trend this market to 136 area. Last video is JPY. So is it giving the dollar strength? I don't know yet. I'm flowing with the market. So let me see if my GP is back. My GP is not back. Since it's not back, I'll be in this analysis on just gold and USD. And I have something important to show you. What's it called before? And this is Nasdaq. Go and watch some of my videos. Trust me. I saw Nasdaq from 11,800 to 13,100. Trust me. I don't know why my network is misbehaving. So probably I will shift. I'll show you network again. Let me show you network again. Okay. Okay, this is my Euro Nasdaq trade, and just imagine. That's why I told you that don't play with the higher time frames. Don't play with the higher time frame. Let me go to or take all these things off. Take them off. Take them off. Look at look at something. We got an important area of value here. Are you getting it? Whereby this is even textbook. And how is it textbook? Look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq was textbook. Nasdaq was textbook. Double bottom, break, retest, and go. Have you seen this textbook before? Have you seen this textbook before? And what does it say? After I change your character to the upside, look at. After changing character to the upside here, what happened? Look at. We have to break and retest a major area of value. And does it correspond with any of our Fibonacci retracement levels? Look at 0.5, which even gave us a, a is it a hammer or a doji? Look at a doji. Give us a doji, which means that indecision into the market, and even go give us an area of value on the 4 hourly time frame. Are you getting this? Look at. So sometimes you don't just use your support and resistance and say that, oh, support has been broken. Definitely this market will not break. And we shifted to the upside again from here. Look at. Look at. We did this and shifted to the upside again after shifting to the downside. So a break is a break. I don't joke with that. But this was an area of value that we got value from. A doji on the 4 hourly chart again, we shifted also. You're supposed to be buying from here. Are you getting it? I got a perfect entry at 7 and put my stop loss here. Under there, I think I put my stop loss under here, as you're seeing it, so that I will not get stopped out. And definitely enter from 11,800. And I wrote this market on my February 22nd video, I think so, on Nasdaq. Immediately I go here and broke and retested. I entered again 12,400. This was my first take profit area. One check, I entered the market again and wrote to 13,100. And how did I get 13,100? Let's go to the daily again. And you can see that if truly that was a break and retest of 0.75, use your fib trade extension level from here to here, give you 13,100. My first take profit was 13,100, and my second take profit is 13,400, 7x6 area. So this is my second take profit. So whatever I'm looking out for right now is a shift and a shift and a shift to the upside. So I'm on my 4 hourly chart right now, waiting for my major areas of value on my 4 hourly chart. This was the last resistance we had. You can see that it's not clear, but because I'm a market structure trader, I can actually put a trend line, a rectangle line here, and say that, okay, definitely we need to retest that area of value first. Are you getting it? Before entering a buy again. That's if you can find a 1 hour or 15-minute shift to the upside in these areas, then buy it again and take profit from 12,700, 12,600, depends on where it's coming to, and take it to this upside. Or we can say, okay, we have on that higher high. Look at, we can't call that, okay, higher high because we broke above this, a higher low. So if this is a higher high, we need to shift and say that, okay, use a fib trend extension level. Where are we going to start buying from? Either from 0.5, 0.618, or 0.782. Then start buying, put your stop loss under here. You can buy ourselves back to this upside again. So I just tend to follow the market because Nasdaq is extremely bullish because of the dollar. And this week is NFP. So I just follow the market. Is GBPUSD back? I don't know. Hold on. There's something on GBP you need to see. Trust me. There's something on GBP you need to see before I end this analysis. Oh, let me just load if it will load for us. GBPUSD. There's something I need to show you guys. It's very, very important. Very, very important for GBP traders because a lot of people trade Euro, GBP, Bitcoin, Nasdaq. Wow. More than 30 minutes. Wow, this is too much. Let me just do GBP, please. Let me just do GBP. Let me just do GBP. Hold on. GBP. Don't mess GBP traders day up now. Okay. GBUSD. Okay. Look at something. Wow. Oh God, am I gonna delete all this? Am I gonna delete all this? Let me use another chat because that's I tend to delete all everything. Yes. Rules is rules. Start over again. Daily, what is happening? Showing what is happening. GP is always like this. Go and look at GP chef. They have the same character, but overall, we have been trying to the upside. Overall, we're in an uptrend. Are you getting it? We're in an uptrend. So on JAP, on the daily, we have two resistance level. Where's the first resistance? We have this support level, and we have this resistance level. So if that's the case, we have the resistance, and we might be in a sort of definitely probably in a sort of bullish continuation pattern. So definitely we might even come down to this area, consolidate, come down again, consolidate and start going. So that's why it's good for you to flow with the market. Once you find it will not shift, bro, something is wrong. You get me? So what are we? Where are we? Okay, look at something. I told some people last week that GP is doing what GP is doing what UUS is doing. They were like, oh, this is a support. I don't want to go there again. But I told them that we'll have a fake out to the downside. I won't probably take some liquidities or go back up. They were like, oh, where did I see this? I told them, don't worry, I'll show you. And it actually happened. They were like, wow, this guy, you're a genius. And I said that, okay, we can break this area. I get me, we shift this market to the upside. And we had a shift of change of character to the upside here. I guess change of character to the upside. I told them that I'll be expecting a shift. And since we are expecting a shift, definitely this was our last low. Definitely we shift from there. Just use your Fibonacci levels. And our Fib levels gave us a bullish engulfing. If I can zoom out very well for you to see. Is it a bullish engulfing or so? I don't think it's a bullish engulfing. It was actually a shift on the lower time frame. And what is that shift on the lower time frame? Went to the 15-minute chart and found the shift on the lower time frame. So if this can look, I don't know what's wrong with my networks today. Let me do this and end here so that, okay, look at, I'll go down to a 0.5. This was our last one. We came back up, we shifted, we tested, I started buying from 250, I think from 250, then buying from 0.3. And my stop loss was even far below under 0.7 So this was my stop loss. I was using about 250 to 1.8. I think the stop loss was like about 50 to 150, about 100 piece, and we didn't even get it. So that trade was a good one. And if that would hold on my higher time frame, I told us that we're going to our 400. So when I watch my previous video, you will see it where I said that definitely this market is doing an ABC move to the upside. So if it's not clearer to you, the hourly chart, look at what I said. I said, okay, if we're retracing from there, definitely I'll use my trend extension level and take profit from 0.618 or 0.786. So I took profit from 2,400 area. Go here, we took a trade again that was almost going against us. Well, I told them that definitely we are supposed to touch our major resistance on the upside at 2,400. So total major resistance, we took profit from 380. Actually, we didn't get it. So whatever is happening right now, let me show you something again. Go to your lower time frames, probably the 1 hour or the 30 minutes, and find out whatever is happening, because this was our last low. Don't just conclude that we are bearish already. Are you getting it? This was our last low. Are you getting it? Yeah, I know that this is a major area of value here in the upside, which we got a shooting star from. And definitely, are you getting it? Until this breaks, I am not going bearish already. So whatever I'm going to do is that I am still bullish until 2,290 bricks. What do I mean by that? The market are going to resume any moment from now, by 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. I think on Sundays. I think so. So definitely, so my last low, it has resumed. Market has resumed. So definitely, I'm waiting for this particular structure to break. Once it breaks, then we'll look for a Fibonacci retracement level. I getting it to flow to the downside, probably. And this was our major lower low, major higher low. I getting it. So I might wait for this major higher low, because look at, you don't even need to go to the other time frame to find our higher high, higher low. Then we'll have another higher high again now. So where's our higher low? So you can even use your Fibonacci trend retracement level to find your higher low from here to here. So if any of our major higher low holds, which is here, 0.5 or 0.618, 0.786, anyone that holds, I will find the shift to the upside. I guess that Chinese market back to the upside. So I might not even look at this minor 1 hour low. I'll use my major low, which is this one, to flow the market. So whatever I'm seeing here, and I'm not trading until we get to these areas. I'll probably break this area and probably find a reversal again. I'll continue this market to the downside. So since this market has resumed, be very, very careful whatever I'm doing. I guess so. This is where we are right now, and I'm not leaving the market until, okay, look at higher high. Hold on. Have I done a mistake? Okay, higher high. This was under high, so this is a major higher low. So this is major for me, so I've not neglected. Sorry, it's about neglecting this. You must put every detail into account. So this way I'm coming out. So since I'm coming here, definitely if you break it before, if you don't break it, I'll find a shift around these areas to the upside on the 15 minutes. So I'll be on the 15-minute chart right now, GBP, I'll go with DGBP, I'll be on the 15-minute chart and just flow the market. And on the 15 minutes, we actually shifted to the downside. How? Because this was our last high, then this was our last low. We broke it with this guy. I guess it came for the Fibonacci retracement level 0.618. Definitely we're supposed to go to trend fib extension level 0.786 or 0.618, and where are we right now? We're even breaking to the downside. So just flow the market, find a shift. This was a change of character on the 15 minutes time frame, so I'll not get carried away. I'll find a shift. Let me edit this video very fast and upload for you guys to watch. So I can flow, but this is my major on the lower time frame. This is my major lower high right now on the lower time frame. You break it, we're going down. If you don't break it, you come and find a sort of consolidation and shift for me, take you again and put my stop loss on that here. So this is what I'm looking out for right now in the market. So I've done that. I think I should end this here. It's becoming too long. Bitcoin, we are still ranging in this consolidation zone. So I'm waiting for either a break to the upside, retest and continue going, or a shift to the downside, retest and continue downward. So I'll end here for now. And I did this video and upload for you guys. Take care and bye for now.